the radio. And I'm here in Miami. Big up everybody watching. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Hopefully everybody's having a beautiful day. Uh-oh, I didn't want to move it too much. There we go. Hey, 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 hey. My guest is coming. I do have a guest today.
Better sounding radio, the voice of the Caribbean. This is your Caribbean station, the voice of the Caribbean.
This is WLYFHD2.
Yes, good afternoon and welcome. Suzette Speaks Live. And, ooh, that sounds goody. Let me turn it down a little bit. Hey, everybody watching online. Big of everybody watching on the app. Did you know that the Voice of the Caribbean 2.0, same vibes, just better, is live now? I hope you're listening to us. If you're on the app, just know that if you're in your car, I'm getting a little bit of feedback. Let me see if I can bring myself down just a little bit because I'm sounding clearer. Yes, that's the vibe today. It's a Fire Friday here, and I want to welcome you. If this is your first time, welcome. It's the Suzette Speaks Show Live. I come to you every Thursday and Friday. It's Fire Friday, my favorite day of the week here at Voice of the Caribbean Radio, because the music, tone up, big up Humble Lion who was holding it down. Of course, the whole crew this afternoon will be doing their thing. I'm so grateful to be here. So very thankful. I'm going to hit you with some top stories. Of course, we talk about social media trends, what's going on in top national news. And everyone's still talking about the Charlie Kirk shooting. I want to bring you live updates right now. I also do have an interview coming up. She's on her way. I'm grateful that a superb event that will take place tomorrow for young professionals in the city of Lauderhill. I want to plug that and talk a little bit more about what you can be doing to stay engaged in your community. I think with everything that's happening, all the headlines constantly bombarding us, and of course, what happened just earlier this week, I spoke about it at length yesterday with the Charlie Kirk shooting. We are kind of looking for answers. We're looking for ways to engage, and I have the perfect guest for you today. She is going to represent for the Lauderhill Young Professionals Advisory Board. And I'm so grateful she'll be here with us just momentarily talking about a great event for young professionals tomorrow, City of Lauderhill, 12 p.m. And it's only $35. And it will be both networking as well as a headshot day. So come if you need a new headshot, updated headshot. Young professionals and professionals in general always need a headshot. I love a headshot. So I'm grateful that they have me slated again as a host. I am grateful that, we have a great time together, getting to know new people and exchanging, that connectivity, right? Sometimes your blessing, maybe all the time, your blessing comes through other people, right? So I want you to be aware of that. And again, I will have her in the studio just shortly. But for now, the news of the day and the top news story everybody's talking about is that the alleged shooter in the Charlie Kirk killing has now been arrested. That is the suspect. I shouldn't say that he's definitively. Let me say the alleged shooter. Please correct the record. And just as a point of discussion here today, anything I say here is that opinion of myself, the host, as well as my guests and callers. The number here, if you want to get in touch and share with me your opinions, you can feel free to call me 850-446-0562. 850. The number hasn't changed, y'all. 446-0562. Again, my name is Suzette Speaks. I'm an attorney as well as a community advocate. I love to stay busy in the community, helping people to grow and hopefully understand themselves and their neighbors better, right? In that regard, I just want to also remind you, Mikey, thank you to Voice of the Caribbean for their partnership with myself in putting together 2 women's empowerment workshops coming up October 12th. Yes, it's called Suzette Speaks Presents the Healing Lab. I'm talking about healing because we need some healing both internally within ourselves as well as a country. So I'm going to get to the live updates about the Charlie Kirk shooting, but I'm going to tell you some stuff. And that's what I wanted to do with today's show. which was to give you some alternatives of ways that you can be involved and give back. And I have a special lady who's on her way who is going to be talking about how she chose to get more involved and not pull away, even though politics and what's going on in the community just seems so negative, right? When we look around, we are wondering, what is going to happen next. This is something, again, that has ratcheted up the level of violence in our political discourse. And we're better than this. I believe that people are still good. There are a lot of people who are still trying to do good, and we cannot let evil win. We cannot let those who would try to bring violence into our political square to win, right? We're better than that. We know how to disagree without a violent confrontation or without threatening others or without trying to take someone else's life. So we are in solidarity with the family of Charlie Kirk, just in the respect that, again, no one should lose their life in the heinous way that his life was taken. However, I keep telling you, do research on what the man stood for. Because if you look at what he stood for, I don't know if you would agree at all. Many would call his stance on topics of minorities and immigrants and women and things, quite divisive and even bigoted, right? That he had quite a non-conventional outlook when it comes to what people should stand for or hopefully are moving towards in terms of unity and respect for one another. Oh no, listen to what he had to say. I told you I wanted to play clips right here, but I've been warned I cannot play things that of course are profane, and I don't want to get our station in trouble. So you have to do some research and just understand, while people are trying to make this man a martyr and trying to make this man out to be some kind of angelic figure, really do the research. Really do the research and look up what he said about black folks, what he said about immigrants, what he said about women and women's rights, because there's a lot of controversy surrounding him. He was quite the firebrand. All right. So, and that was his style. He went to college campuses to set the room on fire and to, get people talking. So his goal was to have the discourse. And again, we do not condone violence in any way. A person should be able to share how they feel about any subject matter without threat of violence. So we want to make sure we are not condoning that, but while we still hold him accountable to the words that he spoke, and again, it's something that I think you will find more or less very controversial, right? And it doesn't necessarily reflect how the average person, I think, in the United States thinks or speaks. So be careful about this, making him this kind of hero, right? Because we have to really, even though he is past and we want to respect the dead, we have to be accurate as far as the type of person and the type of vitriol, the type of language he chose. We got to be very accurate about that. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is the Suzette Speak Show Live. I'm giving you hot topics. I'm giving you social media trends. But the big story right now is that a suspect has been arrested and accused of killing conservative activist Mr. Charlie Kirk. He's identified by officials as 22-year-old Mr. Tyler Robinson. 22-year-old Mr. Tyler Robinson. Investigators interviewed a member of Robinson's family who said he had become more political in recent years. The family member said Robinson, according to NBCnews.com, this is where I'm reading from, NBCnews.com, it says the family member said Robinson recently told them that Kirk was coming to Utah Valley University, and the pair discussed how they didn't like Kirk and his viewpoints, right? The viewpoints he held. According to NBCnews.com, authorities say they recovered a high-powered bolt-action rifle used in the shooting from a wooded area near the shooting scene. Vice President J.D. Vance and Second Lady Usha Vance arrived in Arizona last night with Kirk's casket. So they used Air Force Two, the vice president's plane, to bring Mr. Charlie Kirk from Utah to, I guess, where he will be funeralized in Arizona. That is kind of controversial because he was not an elected figure, right? He was not elected. He was not a public official in that sense. He was a public activist. And I think as I've been reading more about him, I didn't follow him so deeply, but I've been reading more about him, and he has a knack for organizing, or he was very much the organizer. And he organized young people into the conservative movement. That's why you see Mr. Donald Trump and so many others are so at a loss and very much feeling like a member of their family is lost because of how much of an impact he had on this election. So, when we are reading about this suspect again, this is breaking news. A suspect has been arrested in the shooting death of Mr. Charlie Kirk. Again, that took place at Utah Valley University, and he now has been arrested. And the irony of it is that he was turned in by allegedly his father. His father turned him in. So I don't know about no FBI, no FBI case, but it looks like the father saw his son on the video, because if you were watching the case unfold as of last night, we saw several of the pictures, still images of the alleged suspect. And he was apparently perched ahead of the speech on a rooftop, climbed up on the rooftop, and he was seen on several cameras. Seen on several cameras, and he was wearing all black and appeared to be very young. And they wanted to make sure that they had the right person. They had the right person, and it seems as if after the father, a family member, and potentially a roommate gave him up. So it wasn't about, dogged police work. Again, I have to see some more facts as it comes out as far as how they caught him. But when you look at it, it was family and friends. When they say they had over 7,000 tips, they have never in the FBI's history had that many digital tips that were submitted since the Boston bomber. You guys remember the Boston Marathon bomber? And the two, I think it was brothers, Sarnayev, if I remember the name right, brothers who were implicated, and then one died. I think one was later convicted. Since that time, this has been the most active FBI tip line we have seen. So just having had a press conference this morning with the governor of Utah, Mr. Spencer, and Kash Patel, the director of the FBI, who flew in yesterday and who made a presentation this morning, just announcing, and the governor's first words were, "We got him." So again, the suspect's name is Tyler Robinson. I will throw in my own editorialize. He's not black. He doesn't seem to be LGBTQ. He is not a trans person, apparently. And we're going to call that out, because there has been a lot made about who, perpetrates these type of crimes. But again, we don't have a motive, even though when you watch, and I would encourage you, if you watch the press conference from this morning, it seemed like there was a lot of assumptions being made about motive. Now, they say on the bullet and bullets within the gun, there were a lot of etched in messages. What does that sound like? Remember, the same was true with United Healthcare shooting of, I believe his name was Mr. Brian Thompson, the CEO. We saw a lot of that with the alleged suspect in that case, Luigi Mangione, in terms of sending a message that the shooting, in fact, was some sort of message that they were trying to send. Well, on one of the bullets, I want to read the quote. I think he said, "Hey, fascist, catch," etched on a bullet. So again, there's so much still remains unknown, but officials in the press conference today was trying to make an assumption in my opinion, make an assumption, the press conference where Utah Governor Spencer Cox said, we got him, that they attributed it to feelings of disapproval due to differences in political beliefs. And I don't know, it can have something to do with it, but I'd love to hear much more. I think it was a very too much of a leap as of right now, in my opinion, for law enforcement to make that clear declaration. So we are going to pivot a little bit from this topic, and I am going to welcome my guest. We're going to come back to it, but I know I want to save enough time for her to get into the nuts and bolts. And she is here, hey, representing the Young Professionals Advisory Board for City of Lauderhill. And we are going to be doing an amazing event tomorrow. And I also want her to tell us about her self, first and foremost, but of course, some of the uh, community activism, I would call it, community engagement, and things that she's been involved with. Because I think, in light of stories like the Charlie Kirk killing, and again, the suspect now being caught, there are so many people wondering, what should I do? What can I do? And we don't want you to turn away and look away, right? You can be informed without feeling inundated. And it is important that we still pay attention and stay engaged. But without further ado, she's here, y'all. Hey, I would like to welcome back to the Suzette Speaks show, Miss Karena Denise. How are you?
Hey, Suzette. Thank you so much for having me today. Good to be back.
Yes, we were excited to have you, child. I know it's raining out there, and there's so much going on. And again, I'm grateful for your time. And I want you, first and foremost, to please introduce yourselves. Welcome to the Suzette Speaks show.
Hey, everybody. I'm Karena Denise. I am born and raised here in South Florida, originally from Miami Gardens, currently a Lauderhill resident for the past few years. I'm also a college advisor. I've been in education for maybe 15 plus years, helping students and families navigate the college process and securing financial aid and scholarships. I'm also the current president and board chair for a local nonprofit organization called the Scholarship Plug, where we break cycles and empower futures, connecting students to scholarship opportunities. And of course, I'm here representing the City of Lauderhill today on behalf of the Young Professional Advisory Board, which I am a board member.
Hey, she is a very busy lady. We're thankful that you make the time, sis, to come on by the Suzette Speaks show. So tell us about the Young Professional Advisory Board. I know you've been involved for a while.
Yes.
So what do they do?
So the young professionals, they provide individuals in the city of Lauderhill specifically an opportunity to connect and to grow their leadership skills, gain insight on the operations of city government, and basically serve as a liaison between young professionals within the city and the city commission. So we're mostly targeting young people between the ages of 22 to 40 years old. So some of our goals as a board, we want to make sure that we're educating our members and young professionals and providing them with professional development resources and opportunities. Another way to encourage folks to become actively engaged within their city government, right? And to, participate in the decision making and to keep up with what's happening in the places where they live, right? Because we all live somewhere. And lastly, to support our city commission in their efforts to enhance the city of Lauderhill.
I turned my mic off. I love it. Miss Coretta Denise in the building. If you're watching on the app, you can see her here in the studio. You guys remember that Voice of the Caribbean 2.0 is an app, so you can go to your Android or your Apple store and download it. Many people, since we have done the switch, have now come into the family, and we appreciate it. Tell a friend and tell a friend, all right? And if you want to do it old school, like I do, I drive and I listen to the radio. I absolutely do. We can be located on 101.5 FM HD2. Let me fix back my YouTube. Yeah, 101.5 FM HD2, as well as simulcasting. That goes from all the way in Key Largo all the way up to, I think it's Jupiter. We have expanded, right? That's why it's all called the same vibes, just bigger, just better. And we're going all the way through Miami, Fort Lauderdale, right through Palm Beach, all the way to Jupiter on 101.5 FM HD2. And we're simulcasting in Broward County on 96.9 FM. So we got you on lock, South Florida. Again, I'm here with Miss Karena Denise. She's representing for the Young Professional Advisory Board for the City of Lauderhill. And we have a big event tomorrow. Yay! Yes, I'm so excited. And you can join us, everybody who's listening in the surrounding areas. We are grateful that, we have young professional groups, because I think in South Florida especially, there are young professionals, but we don't oftentimes find each other. We be at work, we come home, and that's it. These bills is high. It's not cheap to live in South Florida,
Not
right?
anymore.
No. Affordable housing is another show, okay? But we're going to talk about how you can stay connected, and let's talk about the event tomorrow. So tell us what we got going on tomorrow.
So tomorrow we have what I'd like to call one of our signature events that the Young Professionals Advisory Board has every year. It's our Headshots and networking event. So what that means is you can come out, mingle and greet and meet other young professionals in the city of Lauderhill, as well as some of the other municipalities that are nearby. And you can also level up. You know, we all need those professional headshots, whether it's for your LinkedIn profile, your website, for whatever the case may be. And it's at a discounted rate.
Yes.
So for $35, you can receive 3 edited headshots. Now, we know usually when you're going out on your own looking for that, it can tend to be very expensive. So, as a part of a resource and a service to young professionals, you're receiving it as a discount on behalf of the Young Professional Advisory Board of the City of Lauderhill. So it's a great opportunity for you to meet some great people, make some connections, network, and also get those perfect shots at a very discounted rate. Again, it's $35 for 3 edited shots.
That's amazing, y'all.
And it's happening right next door to City Hall in the city of Lauderhill at our new community center, Inverary Community Center.
Oh, cool.
So it's a very new space that opened up earlier this year. So we thought it'd be a great idea for us to have our event there, specifically in the city of Lauderhill. So not only are you coming to the event, but you can also
Mute myself. I'm sorry if I mute myself. Thank you. People are watching me on my YouTube is like no sound. Good afternoon, watching online. What's up, Pastor Damon? What's up, Doug? What's up, Smooth Approach? I see you guys. Thank you for keeping me on point because clearly I hit the mute button while I was doing that. But I didn't hit the mute here on our radio, so that's all right. But yes, tomorrow is the big day. City of Lauderhill Headshot and networking event for young professionals produced by the Young Professional Advisory Board of the City of Lauderhill. How do people register? And we got 1 minute before break. Go ahead.
Okay, quickly, and I just want to make sure you have the address. It's 3300 Inverary Boulevard, Lauderhill, Florida 33313. It's happening from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. You can call 954 777 2043 to reserve your spot. You can also sign up on Eventbrite. If you just do a quick search, City of Lauderhill, Young Professionals, it'll come right up and you can sign up. We are also taking walk-ins, so if you just show up.
Oh, you can show up. So
yeah,
listen,
there's still a lot of space.
Tomorrow from 12 to 3, we're letting the people know. You know, Suzette Speaks, Corinna Denise alongside of Voice of the Caribbean. We want to bring you the best information and we like to serve the community. And this is quite definitely a service powered by Beyond Revealed Media.
Oh, yes. Much thank you to Beyond Revealed Media, who will be taking care of the photography for us.
Listen, they do it. I think I've been at every single one since it first started. I've been about 6 of them, and I'm like, yes. Thank you.
And Suzette is hosting, y'all.
Yes, I'm so excited. I'll make sure I'll be doing a little bit of networking and what do you call it? Icebreakers and things like this, where we'll make sure we connect with each other. That's the most important thing. You're going to leave meeting someone new, and you're going to have a fabulous headshot. So if you just want to show up, if you want to order on Eventbrite, we got you. All right, we got to take a quick pause for the cause. This is the Suzette Speak Show live. We'll be back. Don't worry, right after this commercial break.
245 BC, Lauderdale Lakes, 96.9
Nice.
FM.
Okay.
All new
You flow right into it.
WLYF HD2 Miami, 101.5 HD2.
That's what's up. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Hear ye! Exciting news! Caribbean
so.
music lovers!
Okay.
The voice of the
Did you wanna
Caribbean
use
is
that
going
stand? I'm trying to tell you if you want
commercial.
to
Now
record.
broadcasting live
You can use
on
that stand.
101.5 HD2 and
I
simulcasting.
have to go and get this hair right for
Oh, you don't
tomorrow,
want to
so-
do it? Okay, you're like, I don't want to be on video. My bad. Okay, my bad. My
No, it's
bad.
okay for your studio.
Okay, but you're like, no, I know what I'm about to do. Okay, no, that's how I felt. I had to put it. I should put makeup. I put it this morning, so you saw. So I'll be there about 11:30.
Yes, I'm gonna be cutting it right too, because I think I made my appointment for 9, but it's like right here, like on. I've been to her a couple times.
Oh, your hair
What's her name?
lady? Or your makeup lady?
Makeup lady.
Okay. I have a
Makeup
girl,
by
I
Baby.
forgot to call her, and I
And
just
it's like
remembered.
at where is she? It's like Sunset Strip. It's like around the corner. I was like, let me.
Oh, on Sunset Strip? What's her name? I might go. I might know her.
I don't remember
Haitian
her name,
girl?
but I know. Yeah, I know her. It's Makeup by Baby.
Yeah. I know who she is. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been to her before.
You've been to
I've been to
her
her before.
before?
I'm going. Slayed by Steph is the lady I use now.
Oh, it's
But
Slay by Steph.
yes, she's really good too, and she's really quick. So I was like, Steph, she's actually a teacher as well, and she's tutoring. So she moved up her tutor person to accommodate me. So I'm like really happy. So yeah, I'll be doing her.
I need her information. I like
Yes.
to have at least 3 folks like
Yes,
that.
you have to have some backup. You know how I go. Because people so shaky these days, you don't know what's going on. So, all right, so let me fix my camera on this end. I don't like how I look here.
And I forgot to mention State of the People, but I don't know. if
No, we have time. We have
Okay,
30 minutes. We got time. So we could do it on the second half. Yeah. We're going to start with the announcement, and then we'll get into we have about a minute. These, boy, I ain't got no edges. I didn't glue down nothing. I don't know. People might be like, Sue, you don't even care about yourself. I didn't. I literally just threw it up.
Listen.
Let me try to get my life together. This is how life is when
I
you're
know.
living it. When you're just moving from one thing to another. Because I can't get my hair done till the end of the month. So I have to do, and then Steph will hook up my edges tomorrow and all that.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah.
No, she'll do it. She'll do it. She'll hook it up. But yeah, I was just like, no, this hair is not that old. And I have to, like, at the end of the month, I have like 5 events. So I want to be fresh for that. You know how we do it.
Yeah.
we gotta plan it out in between. All right, ready?
Foundation from birth. Yeah, man, I love it culture. Representing for the vice of the Caribbean, Jamaica and far beyond. This is WLYFHD2, Miami.
This is your Caribbean station, the voice of the Caribbean. This is the all-new voice of the
Nothing
Caribbean.
wrong with those edges. I should talk about that because they just banned it out. I forget what school in Jamaica. Yeah, yes. There was like no edges.
I'm like a walking grace, and don't you watch my size, I'm dangerous.
Hey.
Said I'm dangerous. Nothing negative
Will never be
is. Oh no, oh no.
Hey. Hey. I hope I was there.
Better sounding radio, 101.5 HD2, the voice of the Caribbean.
Yes, welcome back. It's Suzette Speaks live from the studio here at Voice of the Caribbean. Wagwan. We're having an interesting conversation with my special guest. Her name is Miss Karena Denise. She's representing for the Young Professionals Advisory Board of the City of Lauderhill. They have a big event she's telling you about tomorrow, and she's going to talk a little bit more about her personal journey as well. We are connected offline. Let's just, in full disclosure, I know her in real life, y'all, and we've worked, everything from campaigns together to other, community actions. And I wanted to bring her on a day like today because so many people are feeling, disillusioned, despondent, not feeling like they want to engage anymore. There's so many bad things happening. People in our leadership don't necessarily reflect our values. Hello. And we were just wondering, what can we be doing? And she has some interesting thoughts on that. And I'm grateful that she's here to share what she's been doing, right? She's no longer on the sideline. I mean, she has never been on the sideline. She has been involved, but, taking some steps to engage with not only people here locally in South Florida, but around the country, right? So we keep our agenda, right? The agenda for those of us who are immigrants, those of us who are melanated, those of us who are seeking, to live the American dream and keeping our hopes and dreams alive through her work. So I want her to talk about that as well. But welcome back. It's the Suzette Speaks Show. Hey, Thursday, Friday from 1 to 2 p.m. right here on Voice of the Caribbean 2.0. Let's go. We are reaching all the way down from now Monroe County. That's the Keys, y'all. Keys, Key Largo. What's going on? I have to shout out all my Keys people now. Miami-Dade, you in the building. All the way up to Palm Beach, reaching quite up to Jupiter. Yes, we've increased our reach through our new signal 101.5 FM HD2. All right, so everybody got HD in their car. Most everybody got HD. So HD2, 101.5 FM HD2, as well as simulcasting in Broward County, Fort Lauderdale on 96.9 FM. So we got that out the way. How you doing, Miss Karena Denise?
I'm doing well, Miss Suzette.
I'm so grateful that you are here, girl. We got a lot to talk about, and we want to tell you about this big event. So let's start there. Tell us about the event again tomorrow.
So it is the Lauderhill Young Professional Advisory Board headshots and networking event. You can come out to our new community center, 3300 Inverary Boulevard, from 12 to 3 p.m. You can get 3 edited headshots for just $35. Get to network, meet and greet with some young professionals right in the city of Lauderhill, as well as from some of the nearby municipalities. There will be some light bites, so
Hey.
don't worry.
Hey, they gonna feed you. Hey,
You're gonna get some food as well. But it's a great opportunity for you to level up and get your up-to-date headshots for your LinkedIn profile, your Instagram, your social media, your website, whatever it is that you do professionally, and at a discounted rate. So the board is happy to sponsor that for our young professionals so that you're good to go. And have that information.
Listen,
ready for
it's
you.
tomorrow, Saturday, 12 to 3. We're accepting walk-ins. It's
Yes, we
official.
are.
You can also find tickets on Eventbrite, right? So Lauderhill, City of Lauderhill Young Professionals Advisory Board. It's a headshot day and networking social. So it's a best of both worlds. Come hang out, come vibe, meet new people. Sometimes, again, we're still in that mindset. We want to stay in the house. No, this is how we create opportunities, right? Opportunities come through other people and who we know, right? It's not who knows you is who we know. How I go? Who knows? We know each other. So
It's
make
who
sure.
you
Oh, there you go. It's not what you know.
But
there you
who
go.
you know.
But who you know. See, it just took me a minute, y'all. All right, it's a Fire Friday. We're having fun here in the studio. Suzette Speaks comes on. That's me. Every Thursday and Friday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. And we're gonna talk more about this great event tomorrow. Right? It's a headshot day, networking, social, presented by the Young Professional Advisory Board from the city of Lauderhill. I have Miss Corinna Denise in studio. She's talking about this event. We want to let the community know you can be a part of it. It's only $35 and you can do walk-in. It's next to, you said, give us the address one more time.
The address is 3300 Inverary Boulevard. It's at what we like to call the ICC, Inverary Community Center. It is right next door to the City of Lauderhill's City Hall.
Oh, that's fantastic. So I'm really excited to serve as the hostess. I'm back.
Yes, thank you, Suzette.
It
I want to
is-
thank you for agreeing to come back and host. She did a wonderful job last year, and she has also personally participated in the event. So I'm sure you could share
Absolutely.
some great stuff there. And also, guys, even if you're not taking a headshot, you're still welcome to come out and mingle and network. Okay, so it's up to you if you'd like to do both or one or the other. But please come by.
Yeah, come through. It is actually a very good time. Sometimes people don't know where the professionals at, and we have a lot of mixed events where you got your brunch crowd, you want to hang out, you want to kick it, but sometimes you want to be more in a professional environment, right? And you got folks that are talking about how to grow, talking about business, talking about job opportunities. That's the crowd that this draws, and it's very diverse. And I really enjoyed the last one. Was really good. Great turnout, great light bites. The food
Yes.
was nice. And of course, we want to shout out Beyond Revealed Media. They
Yes.
are who is powering the headshots, and they do a fantastic job. Every time I come from this event with a headshot, I'm using it on my flyers. No, it's that great. So only $35, 3 edited, right? So they'll give you
Edited.
about 10 or 12. You might get 15, and then roundabout, and then you choose which 3 you want to edit, and they will touch it up for you and make it look good. So you are getting the best value. Thank you. Powered by the Young Professional Advisory Board. Thank you to the City of Lauderhill is what I was going to say, for empowering the young professionals to get together to improve their branding, right? So it's all about, again, who you know too. So we'll have moments of interaction, fun, workshop style, icebreakers and things like that. So you can come away with meeting new people as well as a banging headshot. Hey, I said so, right? So Miss Corinna Denise, talk about any future projects before I want to get into your personal journey and how you're getting more involved in the state of the people. And I want to tee that up for you. What other future projects can we expect from the Young Professional Advisory Board?
Ooh, good question. So we have a few ideas on the books, but definitely from now until the end of 2025, we're looking forward to hosting our annual holiday mixer.
Oh, nice.
Date to be announced. So please also, you can just go online to the City of Lauderhill's website with the Young Professional Advisory Board to sign up for our directory, so that we can collect your information and make sure that you're the first to know when we're having these events. But we're looking forward to having our holiday mixer sometime in December. We're still trying to finalize the date, but that's usually a time, another way to meet and greet, get together, have a little bit of fun, especially during the holiday season.
Oh, I love it.
And then for
I'ma be there.
2026, yes, you definitely have to come through. We're looking forward to doing some other things. I don't necessarily want to speak on anything that's not
Hey, keep it in the
finalized on the
bag.
books.
But look forward to the holiday mixer.
Yeah.
And again, I already had someone as I posted the flyer across my social media. If you're not following me, y'all, it's time. Follow me. Suzette Speaks with an S. 1Z, 2T, Suzette Speaks on all platforms. I love to connect with people. And again, people have already inboxed me. Oh, I just saw this. I don't have my hair done. When is the next one? I was like, hey, they do it, quarterly or so. So I know you're not ready. You say you're not ready, sis, but you should still come. And again,
Yeah.
you don't have to have perfect, makeup. I know I'm probably gonna get mine, but everybody doesn't have to do that. Just wear a nice top and come chill, right? It's a relaxed atmosphere. Don't think it's like uber professional. The people there are down to earth, right?
Yeah.
And accessible. So just come to kick it, come to vibe, meet other young professionals, and get a good headshot, right? It's going to be a fun time. So I do want to pivot a little bit in terms of your community work. Miss Corinna Denise is a woman of the people like myself. She's a community advocate, and she's working hard in the background. Sometimes I don't think people know what you do. So I was like, hey, you got to talk about that. So give me an idea and let our listeners know about some of the other community work that you're involved in.
Thank you so much, Suzette, because this is something I'm definitely passionate about. And so as far as some of my community work, and especially over this past year, more recently, I've been heavily involved with the State of the People. So I'm hoping you guys have heard of this movement. We're still very new. It was an idea spawned by Miss Angela Rye, political commentator and activist, and Joanne Reed, journalist, who had this idea to pretty much push back against the State of the Union address earlier this year by the current occupant at 1600 Pennsylvania.
Oh, El Presidente. Okay, yes. Okay,
Yes,
so we
see,
know
see.
Angela Rye used to be on CNN and Miss Joanne Reed, yes, from formerly of MSNBC. Both of them are online now on YouTube doing their thing. Yeah.
Yes. So we initially launched the State of the People 24-hour marathon, where we had a range of different experts and analysts, journalists, activists, basically bringing to the front, magnifying the state of the people. What is happening with us, and how do we move forward in spite of everything that we see unfolding right now? From there, the 24-hour marathon eventually went into a 72-hour marathon.
Wow.
When we were pushing back against the big ugly bill that passed. And again, just creating an opportunity for information. And we also had the State of the People Power Tour earlier this summer, where we visited 12 cities throughout the United States. And our initial response really wanted to be to provide mutual aid. What's happening with our people in the communities? What do they need? What are they concerned about, right? That's why we're so adamant about getting across this message of what is the state of the people, right? Because we know that when people's needs are met, they're more likely to be civically engaged and to actually, become more focused or inquisitive about the policies that directly impact our lives, which is so important because we can't disengage. We have to be aware of what's happening. We can't change something unless we understand it and we study it. So,
Sis, I admire you so much. So the State of the People started as an online marathon of different speakers and political activists and lawyers and people who were already trying to see what can we do to hold the line against some of the administrative policies by the Trump administration. So while the State of the Union address, which happens every so often, every once a year at the beginning, I think, of the year, and this was the first one for Mr. Trump, instead of just listening to that, there was a counter stream, if you will, a counter protest, if you will, of speakers who were talking about what the State of the Union, the United States, really needs. So we had that. I actually did tune in for some of it, saw all of these dynamic speakers. Like you said, it kept going and going, and it turned into a national tour where it went from city to city. I would call it a listening tour, more of a listening style tour where speakers from the various communities that the tour stopped in. We're listening to what do people need, what are their unaddressed needs by their local government, by their state government, and of course by their national government. What do they need immediately? And once I agree with you, those local needs are met, then people can worry about going to the civic meetings and the school board meetings and all that. I agree with you. While you're trying to figure out how you're going to pay your light bill, you're not really going to the PTA meeting, right?
And we have been able to do some things like that for people, whether it was a grocery card or helping you pay your light bill or, gas card giveaway. We've had legislative field hearings. Equipping people with what they need. And one important piece of State of the People that I'd like to magnify.
Yeah.
We have the State of the People Black Papers Policy Project, which I have been so honored and privileged to serve as the deputy editor and copywriter for the Black Papers.
Wow.
Working very closely with Dr. David Johns, who
Wow.
is the executive director of the National Black Justice Coalition.
First of all, she's just saying it, but that's huge. So I know some people might understand the play on words of black papers, but normally when there is what we call a written brief, right? Basically a document in support of a well-researched document in support of a political stand or cause, we call it a white paper. And a lot of times in circles and political circles, even in legal circles, we say we are producing a white paper and we're gathering all the research from on the ground and from, the experts and the witnesses and people who are involved on a specific subject matter. And we're putting all together in what is called a white paper. But now the State of the People have turned that term into something relevant to our community, and they're calling it a black paper or the
That's
black
right.
papers.
The Black Papers.
So what kind of research or what kind of topics have been included so far, since you are co-editing? And that's a really big deal, because these are policy papers that you can present to our elected officials and say, no, this is not what we think we need. We have actually researched, we have actually seen and heard from people on the ground, the experts in the field, the folks on Capitol Hill, and we're putting together all of the possibilities for you to create legislation, to make laws that will help impact people's lives. So tell us more about the Black Papers and what they have been kind of covering as far as topically.
And thank you, sis, because that's exactly what it is, where we are compiling all of these Black papers to ultimately have a Black agenda, right? Or we're calling it a freedom agenda. So to date, we have 29 papers published on our website, which I will share,
Wow.
stateoftheppl.com/Black Papers. We have a few in queue right now, and they range from economics to housing justice, education, healthcare equity, digital equity, national security, reparations, land ownership, environmental studies. You name it, it's there. And of course, we want to hear from the people.
Right.
If there's a specific topic that you think we need to touch on, please let us know. And these are a variety of Black experts in all kind of academic areas, activists, just
The experts.
the experts.
Yeah, coming from different
Yes.
fields. Yeah.
Yes. So basically, and I just want to just share some of the synopsis to Black Papers here. To dismantle a system that is working as designed against us, we must first study it to understand it so we can change it. So we're looking at our Black Papers as an entry point, right, to learning more about the policies that directly impact our lives. So something else that's really tangible in the Black Papers, right? Towards the end, there are concentrated areas that we like to call calls to action, right? We wanted our people to be reading the papers and to take away something tangible and substantive, how they can actually go back into their communities and affect change. So those calls to actions are there specifically for whatever the topic at hand may be, where you can plug in, how you can get involved, how you can become more knowledgeable on the topic, because it's our collective civic engagement that has always pushed America forward.
Absolutely. So there are people that will march. There are people that will go to meetings. There are people that will feed their neighbor. There are people that play all kinds of roles in improving our joint experience here as Americans, as our society together. There are people that have all kinds of needs. And then there are folks like Miss Coretta Denise and her team who are writing the policy, right? There are people who will help write the laws or do the research so that others can write the laws. And that's one of the functions of the Black Papers. I'm so grateful she's here to talk about some of her community work. I also wanted to talk about, but give people first and foremost the website one more time, because again, I think there's a lot of information to digest, and it's easier if you go look it up, folks, and go focus on the website and get more informed, right? Because when you say Black agenda, there's so many parts of it, as she's talking about, from housing to education to clean water to all kinds of stuff, reproductive rights. There are so many parts of us as human beings, right? So they want to do the research to address the needs of Black people from all sorts of walks of life, all economic backgrounds, and it's a lot to cover. So I'm grateful that there are people like her team from the Black Papers, and it's an extension of the people,
the State of the
People tour. I want to say the People Matter tour. Sorry, that's Papa Keith. My bad. State of the People tour. And I'm just grateful because again, everybody has their role to play, and you got to find where you fit in, right? Some people again can go march. Some people can hold up the signs at the side of the highway. Other people can register people to vote. Some people can go to meetings. Some people can go to DC and advocate.
There's a space for everyone,
Absolutely.
and there's a need in every area imaginable, right?
Absolutely.
So everyone's activism might show up differently, but there's something in every area. And I do, before I share the website, Suzette, I just want to also share something specific too with the State of the People Black Papers, is that we wanted to author these papers by us, for us, and we were very intentional to make them, very easy to digest.
Okay, good.
And to be easy to read. It's not going to be, filled with all that crazy jargon, just plain language.
Not the legalese.
Not the legalese. Let's just get straight to the point. This is what it is. This is what it means for your life. And this is what you can do about it.
Awesome.
So you can definitely follow the State of the People movement, which is growing. And there is more to come from State of the People. So you got to follow us on our Instagram and on our website, www.stateofthepppl.com.
Okay. People is PPL, stateofthepppl.com. That's where you can find more information about the Black Papers and other upcoming projects and ventures from the State of the People.
And we're just getting started.
All right, it's grassroots. I love it. And before you go, I know we have a few minutes left. I know you help students also find scholarships. Listen, everyone can play their part. You do not have to be the president of anything. I think sometimes when people get caught up, I'm not the leader, you are. I'm not, ma'am, you don't have to be elected. Right. Everybody, even going back to the spirit of our grandparents and our parents, the reason why change came is because everybody did something. Everybody did something. So you might be the crossing guard. You might help, volunteer with the boys at your church. You might help do Boy Scouts. You might help do something, but it's to get off the sidelines, and get engaged somehow. So I love the fact that you're working with the State of the People, but you're also helping students. You said you're a board chair of an organization that helps students find scholarships. Our kids need it. So again, that organization is called the Scholarship Plug.
Incorporated.
Inc. The Scholarship Plug Inc. Tell us more about the Scholarship Plug.
So the Scholarship Plug is a local nonprofit organization. Our main office, or center rather, is located in the city of Lauderhill, although a lot of our reach is online through social media, because that's where all the young folks are. But our goal is to provide all of the scholarship opportunities. So we're serving as a liaison between scholarship opportunities and letting students and families and educators know what is available to you. And we also do a little bit of the college counseling things as well, applying to college. For students, we'll do a lot of the essay review, helping you put together your application to submit for those scholarship opportunities, guiding you through what can be sometimes a very stressful or extenuating financial aid process. So that's what we do. We want you to feel empowered and know that there is money out there for you to get paid to go to college.
How much this cost? I know there are people listening who have seniors. What age groups? Tell us a little bit more in detail about what the age groups are, how people sign up for something like this.
So age group from middle school, which is really when you want to start your college planning, and to sign up and to receive our newsletter and get our free monthly scholarship bulletin, simply go to scholarshipplug.com.
Nice.
Plug in your information and get on our mailing list. For members, There is a nominal membership fee for $97 for the year, where you get some of the more extensive college advising and essay review and
That's
things
not
like
too
that.
bad for the year.
For the
That's really
year.
good, actually.
Yes, so we are a nonprofit. Our dream is one day where no one has to spend a dime.
Hello.
But we're also applying for grants as an organization.
Good.
But yes, please, there's a free bulletin. And the last thing quickly, we have a brand new program called Aspire. We're partnering with our friends at the African American Research Library
Okay.
here in Sistrunk
Mhm.
and Equal Path Solutions. It is a free program here in Broward County, 10th through 12th graders, college mentoring,
Oh,
field
wow.
trips,
Wow.
mentorship, and just walking you through the process from sophomore, junior, and senior year in high school, making sure you have all the things for post-secondary success.
Thank you. Wow, we are in the presence of a real community resource. And again, I hope other people are listening and they will become motivated to come off of the sideline. Again, everybody wants somebody else to do it, and people want to bury their heads in the sand because they're watching what's going on in DC. Let me tell you, all politics is indeed local. So whatever you can do in your little small, from your house, your own family. Shout out to Pastor Damon online. He said, "Tell Corinna how to say hello." Hello.
Hi, Pastor Damon.
Thank you. Again, you can watch us as well as listen to us. We are on the app, voiceofthecaribbean.com as well. I sometimes do that on the weekend. I just put it on my laptop and just let it play while I clean the house and all that. But we are, so grateful for folks like Miss Corinna Denise. She's representing not only for the Young Professionals Advisory Board of the City of Lauderhill. Again, we want to plug you one more time. A big event is happening tomorrow. Headshot Day, networking, social, Headshot Day. Community, come out. Again, if you are a professional looking for a new headshot, only $35. It includes light bites and three edited headshots. $35. You can't beat that. From 12 to 3. You can find information on Eventbrite as well as you can walk in. So one more time, how do people reach you when it comes to the headshot day for tomorrow? Give us the address. And again, we only have a couple minutes, but we want to make sure we tell people where they can go tomorrow for the big headshot day produced by the Young Professionals Advisory Board of the City of Lauderhill. Tomorrow from 12 to 3. That's Saturday from 12 to 3. Come on through, y'all. It's going to be a fun time.
Yes, so we will be at the Inverary Community Center at 3300 Inverary Boulevard, right next to City Hall from 12 to 3 p.m. You can walk in or you can sign up before that on Eventbrite.
Fantastic. So that's tomorrow. I'll be hosting Suzette Speaks to the Village. Suzette Speaks to the Village. Listen, we're going to make it fun. It's going to be, hanging out, right? Sometimes it's hard to meet people. Ladies, you know how it go. You got to come out. Men, please come looking, bring your suit and tie, but you don't have to be too dressed up. However you want to take your headshot, it's up to you, right? You're going to look fabulous thanks to Beyond Revealed Media anyway.
Yes.
So, and also for the scholarship plug, and she's also the deputy editor for the State of the People Black Papers. One last time, how do people get information for the State of the People? And then how do they get information for the scholarship plug?
So for State of the People, you can log on to our website, www.stateoftheppl.com. And for the scholarship plug, you can follow us at thescholarshipplug.com. And make sure you just scroll down to the bottom of the page, plug in your information so that you can receive our monthly newsletter and have some insight to all the scholarships available to you.
Listen, we appreciate her coming by. Fantastic as always. She'll be back, y'all. She's such a knowledgeable resource for our community. But again, she's just an everyday woman just like me and you. And she has decided to give her talents to helping her community. And I'm just so admiring her and the journey she's been on. And I've watched her on as she has progressed into helping in various avenues, not only our young people through the scholarship plug, but also now through the community at large through the State of the People, State of the People, PPL. Go check out the Black Papers. Very interesting to become more informed. Y'all, we're out of time. Thank you so much for listening and watching. This is the Suzette Speaks Show. I come to you live every Thursday and Friday from 1 to 2. Have a great weekend. See you soon.
It's going commercial. Now broadcasting live on 101.5 HD2 and simulcasting on 96.9 FM. Get ready to vibe to the best in reggae, dancehall, soca, gospel, R&B, and Afrobeats. 24/7.
I was like, here you go.
Chilling at home or at the beach.
Thank you,
We've got your
Greta.
soundtrack covered.